Very kind person there. There's a lady. Hi folks, how are you? It's a lovely Tuesday afternoon here in beautiful Northern Ireland. It's currently about 25 to 1 in the afternoon, and it's October 29th. It's going to be Halloween. My people have asked me to come to do this on Halloween Day and do that on Halloween Day. I'm like, I like to watch Hocus Pocus. I like to watch Hocus Pocus, and I like to watch one of my favourite movies of all time, which is John Carpenter's Vampires. Now, I know the film Inside Out, but I still like to watch it in Halloween. I used to be a bigger Halloween fan than I am now. I still like Halloween, but I used to be big into it. I used to decorate the house and all that stuff. I don't do it as much now. So, what have I done today? Well, I fixed my PC. My radio show had to be cancelled on Saturday. I was on air, and well, I was on air, technically not. I have two PCs in my studio. One does the broadcasting out, so my mixer is set up that I can broadcast out. So if I have a technical failure with my music PC, I can still talk. But that's in the hope that it breaks down within 15-20 minutes before the end of the show. But sadly, it sort of broke down sort of minutes before the show started. So, bit of a bump there. I didn't hit anything, or nobody hit me. I just pushed the brake too hard. So I couldn't understand why it wasn't connecting. It wouldn't connect to the internet. Obviously, the secondary PC did connect to the internet. That wee man just blew out there in an electric wheelchair. Just phew. He used the cycle again. It wouldn't connect to the internet, and it wouldn't. It was in a different time. It was like 5 or 6 hours slow. So my friend said to me, Joe, you need to change the date and time on that. And so he said you might need a new battery. So I hope the lady didn't lose my battery. Let me see, I've lost my battery. Oh, there's it there, thankfully. There's the battery. I needed the battery. So other brands are available. So I've got a few things out of the office supplies. I needed a new file for a new study I'm doing with friends. I needed a new one of those things, a writer's jot pad. I got it in yellow because I see you can get them in pink and blue and green now. I like it in yellow because I can read it more clearly. My writing, So yeah. When I'm jotting down ideas and stuff, and we're looking at different places in the book that we're studying, I can I need to tighten that. I can write down where it's at and stuff like that. So yeah, and because we get printouts and things, I can put them in the file in the display folder. So I'm just going to go for a wee drive. and a chat with you. The DNA thing, I've decided to put that behind me. I've gained some people in my life. They're not blood related, but they're lovely people, So I have done that. I'm way the wrong road. I'm out for a drive, so I might as well go for a drive. So I've gained new people in my life that aren't. They want to believe that I'm their nephew and their cousin, and that's fair enough. I will not take that up. If they want to do that, that's just take that up with driving. That's very professional of you, Joe. Very road conscious of you. So if they want to believe that, it's not hurting me. They're lovely people. They're genuine. They're decent people, and I need a lot of that in my life, especially with my parents. So I've decided to let that all rest. I know who my father is. I'm not even going to go there because I think I don't know. I know who my grandparents are, put it that way, but I'm not going to go there. So yes. So I'm just driving up here to some traffic lights. Is this technically using your phone while you're driving? I don't know. But so yeah, putting that behind me, and I'm going to start a new life and put me and my wife and my family first, rather than worried about what other people think. I'm just going to worry about me and my wife, and and live my life the way I want to. And I want to start blogging again. It's So I'm gonna go to a wee secluded spot that I used to go to when we were in lockdown. There's two spots in my lockdown life. Because I was shielding from work, I had a shield from the world. You couldn't, where we lived with my in-laws at the time, and you couldn't have shielded with my father-in-law and me were in the one house, and my mother-in-law and my wife were in the other because they were still working. So you couldn't have shielded. I had to get away from that man. He still drinks heavily, but he drank heavily through the day, and it was whiskey and more whiskey. And when he hits whiskey, you don't cough in the house. You don't cough, or there'd be a fight. He would fight with you because he's allowed to play his phone as loud as he wanted. He was allowed to cough and fart and rift and do all those things that he wanted to do. But if somebody else did those, he was wanting to fight with you. And if he saw you eating, he would expect you to give him. Not if I'd have said, Jimmy, I'm making something. Do you want something? He would say, no, I'm all right. But whenever you sat down, he would sit there and watch you eat. And sometimes he would tell you, don't be eating that, I want that. So there was two places in my life I went to. I don't get me wrong, I get on well with my father-in-law whenever he's sober. Whenever he's drunk, I stay well aware. I stay well away from him because he's just horrible. So I did that with stop, Joe. Shut up, Joe. So I had these two special occasions that I went to whenever I was shielding from the world and from my father-in-law. One of them was a way out. I'm not going to go there today because it's a way out. I'm going to go to the one in town. It's a little back street. It was our main road. It was the main road, but when they built the new road, they kind of just hedged off the old road. So the old road, part of the old road's still there. So I'm going to go down there and we're going to have a little chat. So I'm off this week from work, and I got my PC fixed. I'm over the moon about that. But I had thought that was such an easy job as that. I could have done that Saturday night, minutes before the show. But I got a battery because my friend said the batteries go in them things after a couple of years. So, and that battery keeps the time and date going. So I must remember to make sure it's decharged and take them. But it should be decharged because there's no electric currently in my house. Our power's off for a wee while. So I see Domino's is opening up soon. Domino's is a pizza place here in the UK. So yeah. So I fixed the PC. I was quite happy. It was just a matter of adjusting the date and time, and then the Wi-Fi started up again. It's mad, But my friend said it's probably to do with the fact that it probably he says there's an internal clock in your internet hub modem thing, and as it didn't match with your PC didn't allow it to connect. So yeah, so I fixed that and it's connected. It went like a ball. Well, I hope not. So I've ordered a second PC. So it's coming on Halloween. So yeah, I also need to get my laptop fixed. My laptop has been out of work in order for about 6 months to a year. I just forgot about it because I've been so busy with other things. The RAM needs updated badly. My laptop goes like a tractor. It goes really, really slow. And it was a it was a powerhouse. It really was. Whenever I first got it, it was brilliant. I loved it. And basically what I use my laptop for, obviously everybody uses their phones now, and I have my PC, my desktop PC for doing my internet radio work. But The laptop was there for if I needed to, if I didn't want to go up to my little home office and studio and check to see if the server was okay or upload pre-records. That reminds me, I need to go home and get that pre-record done for this week, because one of my presenters sends me a pre-record every week, and I have yet to edit it because the PC's been broken, so I haven't been able to do it. So the PC's fixed now, so I'm gonna go home after this and fix it. So I'm on the little back road. I'll not be talking too much, but just a little update. So I see Pam and I are now friends on Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat very often, but when I do, we can chat there. But so my laptop was really there. I used to use my laptop. I'm a simmer. I love playing The Sims, and I used to play them all the time, and now I play them roughly twice a year, 3 times a year. But it could be 2 days or 3 days at a time. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to come here and do like a wild camp, a car camp. I might come here car camping one time. But I'm obviously afraid, because that's the main road there now. You might see the odd truck or something drive past. But yeah, so always afraid if I'm parked here and there's an accident in the middle of the night and I come through that hedge and those trees and I get smashed. It's not happened yet, but you just never know. There's a bridge here as well, lovely, peaceful. Beside the main road, there's not very much road noise. Well, there is a wee bit there now. There's a truck. You'll see the truck. It just starts, the road noise just bang. It was so quiet there for a second. So, turn that up a bit. And as I close the window, yeah. So, yeah. So I fixed the PC. I have one of those mini desktops. So, I'm all over the place in this one. Yeah. So I'm a simmer and I play The Sims maybe 2-3 times a year, and it's maybe for 2 days at a time. So it's maybe 6 days in the whole year, maybe a week in the whole year. I get an idea in my head. Oh, we'll go on The Sims, and I love building. I love designing houses and things. And I see somebody's house and I think I'd build that house, and I do build that house, and I move a family into it. And after about a couple of hours, I get fed up with that house, and I end up either taking away a few rooms, adding a bit extra, or moving things around. Or I love all that. I believe I'm a creative person. I love creating things, and this is why I love doing websites and doing logos and things. My friend and I, who run the radio station together, have now started a second company called Belfast Web Solutions, and that'll hopefully raise that'll keep Lighthouse Radio afloat as well as itself. Because we already have 2 customers that are keeping Belfast Web Solutions afloat. It's keeping them afloat. We only needed 2 customers to do that. That's crazy. And then we need about 3-4 customers to keep Lighthouse. So Lighthouse is the next thing. Once we get that, then the rest is pure profit. And when I say profit, if I get £100 a month or something from it, I'm going to put that in the bank and save it for times like I need a new PC or a new laptop or a new mixing desk, a new microphone, that sort of thing. I'm not going to just spend it willy-nilly. That's a great saying, willy-nilly. So it's Tuesday, and it's I'll show you what I bought here. I'm making content up now. This is an 80 pockets display book. Basically, it's like that there, when you put your printout stuff in there. I also bought a clipboard. Don't know why, but I can put my yellow file in there. And I bought something I always buy one of these every year, and then I forget about it. March, April. A 2025 diary. So that is what I'm going to start doing. I'm not keeping it, Avery. I'm just going to put in things in there that I need to not forget. So things in there like appointments and things I need to do, and maybe even passwords. I don't know. I keep it on my office desk so I know that Tuesday the 25th of March. Oh, Pip's coming up, or that sort of thing. Or I need to keep that free because I need to do a show. I'm doing a show for Pip, or I'm meeting Michael that day, or I'm or somebody said, where were you at on the night of the 5th? Oh, well, 5th of March. I was at home with my wife, and well, maybe not, but I was at my friend Michael's house. We had a walk. We went for a Chinese. That's the kind of thing. So yeah. I don't know if people use diaries anymore because it's all on your phone. Everything's on your phone now. I think, although mobile phones, cell phones are brilliant, are excellent because they have cameras now in them, and you don't need a vlogger's camera. You don't need to carry around a camcorder or a. Do you remember the wee ones? They were like that size. They were like maybe that size. What does she call them? The little ones that were that size, and they had a little screen, and the camera was in the back, so you were holding the camera like this here. The screen was in your hand, and you had a little record button, play button, reverse button, and then you pressed another button at the side, and the USB kicked out. So I can't remember the name of them. I had a copy. I hadn't the real thing, but a copy, and I don't even think they were HD. I really don't think they were HD at all. I think they were probably something like 34 megapixels or something stupid like that. And they weren't too bad. The audio was a bit tinny in them. I know my little version, it wasn't even the real thing. My little one was a total tinny mess. But nowadays you can have lapel. I do have lapels. I do have a lapel mic for this, but I very rarely use it. Tic Tac. Do you want one? Tic Tacs. A lot of product placement in this video. Tic Tac need to pay me, and so does Energizer. Yeah, I'm gonna go home now, get that show edited. I have 2 shows to edit. Then I'm heading out this evening. We were supposed to go to a friend's house, but there was a death in the family. So just 4 of us meeting now in another house. Yeah. There was something I wanted to ask you. I'm gonna start a trend now till December, and I'll see how it kicks off. Or try and start a trend. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question at the end of my vlogs. I'm gonna do it at the end of December, and then I'm going to. If it kicks off, I'll do it. If it don't, if it doesn't, it doesn't. What question I'm gonna ask you? If you could only spend, now I know people are gonna be kind and say, well, I'd give so much to this place and so much to that place. But this is not how this question is aimed. This is aimed at you personally, and what you would do with it. If you could only spend the money on yourself, okay, this is the question. If I was to give you, I don't have it, but if I was to give you 1,000 in your currency, so my currency would be Great British Pounds, you guys in America would be dollars, and it's Canadian, the Canadian dollars, and wherever else you're watching, euro, whatever. If I was to give you 1,000 in your currency, and you only the only clause in this is you can only spend it on yourself, and you only could buy one thing, and it's for yourself, what would it be? For me, personally, what would I do with £1,000? I need to answer this question myself. For me, I would probably have to think about, I would buy, as a married man, I have to think of my wife too. So although I can't split it with her, and I can't, and I have to buy myself something, but I would buy something that she'll benefit from as well. And what I would buy would be a summer house in the garden, and put in a jacuzzi inside it, and I could also use the summer house for my studio. And it means I could get a jacuzzi in there, and we wouldn't have to spend £50 a month in the gym in the town, and we could have our own jacuzzi at the house. And it means, you know, we could have our probably be a hot tub more than anything, because they're cheaper than a jacuzzi. But if I had £1,000, I would buy a summer house, and I would have it insulated. Hopefully that would be all in the £1,000, and I would have a hot tub or a jacuzzi, a hot tub in it, and I would put I would put my studio out there. That's what I would do with £1,000. What would you do with $1,000, or $1,000 US, 1,000 Canadian dollars, or €1,000? Let me know in the comment section below. Or why don't you make a video? Why don't you make a video? And you remember, you only can spend this money on yourself, and only can benefit you. Mine will benefit my wife as well. But let me know. Take care. Bye bye.